Good afternoon, myself Santosh Yadav, and I welcome to all of you in physics lecture of class 12. You all are welcome in LPM premises. Today our topic is interference. Very important topic. What is the interference? Interference. When two waves are interfering, when two waves are interfering in a medium or in space at any point, they meet at same phase, and at some other point they meet in opposite phase. So this phenomena of interfering the wave is called interference. So write it down, interference. When two or more waves interfering in a medium or space, then at some point maxima will obtain, and at some point minima will obtain. This phenomena of wave interfering at any point is called interference of the wave. So write it down. When two or more waves interfering in a medium or space, then at some point maxima will obtain and at some point minima will obtain. This phenomena is known as interference. In case of sound waves meeting in a medium, because in sound wave medium is required, but in case of light wave, light is an electromagnetic wave, there is no requirement of any media. That's why I am writing here medium and space also. So interfere may be in sound wave, may be in light wave. Where maxima will obtain, it means in case of light more brightness, and in case of sound more sound. Okay, so interference may be in sound wave as well as in light wave also. So write it down. Now I am going to work. So interference is two types basically, you can say. Number one, constructive interference. Number two, destructive interference. What is constructive interference? When two waves are meet in same phase, at that point, when two waves are meet in same phase at any point in a space, then that point will be point of construction. You can say, write it down, constructive interference. When two waves meet at any point in a space in same phase, that is crest of one wave coincide with crest of other wave. A trough of one wave coincide with trough of other wave, then maxima will obtain. In case of light, crest and trough is obtained as you already know. So if there are two waves and interfering in a space at any point, and crest of one wave coincide with crest of other wave, then maxima will obtain, that is maximum intensity will obtain. And trough of one wave coincide with trough of another wave, maxima will obtain, that is maximum intensity will obtain. So this phenomena is known as constructive interference, because at that point construction is obtained. So suppose this is the crest of one wave, this is crest of other wave, which are interfering each other. So a big crest is obtained, the algebraic sum of two waves. So you can say, suppose its amplitude is A, its amplitude is A, then this amplitude will be 2A. So maxima will obtain, because amplitude is maximum and intensity is directly proportional to amplitude by square. So you obtain maximum intensity at that point. So this is called constructive interference. When crest of one wave is overlapped on crest of other wave, then maxima will obtain. Trough of one wave coincide with trough of another wave, then also maxima will obtain. And then crest of one wave coincide with trough of other wave, then minima will obtain. No intensity or minimum intensity. Suppose amplitude of two waves are same, then intensity will be 0, and if some difference in the amplitude of the wave, then minimum intensity will obtain at that point. So crest or trough maxima, crest trough overlapping minima. If amplitude are same, then intensity will be 0. More contrast is obtained in that case. So if two waves having same amplitude, then maxima will obtain fully maxima and minima will obtain fully minima. That is, contrast is quite good. Okay. This is opposite phase. When two waves are meeting in opposite phase in a space at any point, then at that point minima will obtain. In case of light, crest, trough overlapping, and in case of sound, rarefaction and compression will overlapping. Similarly, in case of constructive interference, compression in sound wave, rarefaction in sound wave, or in case of light wave, crest or trough. Okay. So now we are going to derive expression for intensity of the resultant wave when two waves are interfering each other. Consider wave equation. Consider first wave is A1 sin omega t minus k. This is the wave equation. Y is a function of t and x. Okay. And the second one is y2 equal to a2 sin omega t minus kx. This is plus phi1, this is plus phi2. Initial phase, say. Okay. there are two ways. This is the wave equation which is going in forward direction. As you earlier in class 11 you have already know that. This is the wave equation when wave is moving in forward positive x direction. And initial phase of first wave is phi1 and initial phase of second wave is phi2. Amplitude of first wave is a1, amplitude of second wave is a2. So consider these waves are interfering at origin. In that case, x equal to 0 here, so you can write y1 as a1 sin omega t plus y1 and y2 is a2 sin omega t plus phi. Suppose these waves are interfering at origin where x equal to 0. So at that point the equation will be like that: a1 sin omega t plus phi 1, a2 sin omega t plus phi 2. So consider phi 2 minus phi 1 as phi. You can also write this equation, or you can also write equation like that. Consider one wave having a1 sin omega t initial phase is 0 and second wave is a2 sin omega t plus phi. Initial phase is phi. So phase difference between these waves are phi minus 0, that is phi. So consider this equation. This is the first wave equation and this is the second wave equation, and second wave is phi degree leading with respect to first wave. So this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Right from here, a first wave of equation a1 sin omega t and second wave a2 sin omega t plus phi are interfering at origin, and phase difference between them is phi, and a1 and a2 are the amplitudes. So you find the displacement equation of resultant wave, that is y. So you can write here a1 sin omega t plus a2 sin omega t plus phi. Okay. Simplify this equation: a1 sin omega t, a2 sin a plus b, sin a cos b, sin a cos b plus a2 cos a sin sin. Okay, so simple mathematics here, and you can try it. You can take common sin omega t. So a1 plus a2 cos phi plus a2 sin phi cos omega t. We should take new constant. This is a sin theta. This is a cos theta, and this is a sin theta. Take new constant here. So right here, okay, new equation sin omega t a cos theta plus a sin theta cos theta. So a should be common. Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So you can say here sin a plus b. So this is the equation of resultant wave in terms of first two waves. So y equal to a sin omega t plus theta. Remember that we have taken here new constant theta, so we can change it in terms of phi also. So this is the equation of the resultant wave, and we have to find the expression for amplitude of the resultant wave. So write it down. Okay, I am going to rub now. So write it down. Expression for amplitude. Expression for amplitude. Expression for amplitude of resultant. What do you get? As previous equation, a cos theta equal to a1 plus a2 cos phi, and a sin theta equal to a2 sin phi. So suppose this is equation number whatever 1 and 2. So square and add. So squaring a square cos square theta plus sin square, squaring and adding of equation 1 and 2. 1 square plus 2 square and add. Squaring equation 1 and squaring equation 2 and add them. So here a1 square plus a2 square cos square phi, a2 cos phi, plus 2a1 a2 cos phi plus a2 square sin square phi. Okay, so this must be 1. So a square equal to a1 square plus a2 square cos square phi plus a2 square sin square phi. So you should take a2 square in common, cos square phi plus sin square phi plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. This must be also 1. So we will get final result right here. A square equal to a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. So a equal to under root a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. Suppose this equation is 3 and this one is 4. Okay. So this is the general equation. This is the expression for amplitude of resultant wave. This is pretty much like a vector. If there are two vectors having magnitude a1 and a2 and angle between them is phi, then this equation is similar like that. So this is the amplitude. A1 is the amplitude of first wave, A2 is the amplitude of second wave, and phase difference between them is phi. Okay, it is given. So amplitude of resultant wave will be A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos phi. It's a very important formula of wave, because by amplitude you can also find intensity of the wave. So we are going to find the intensity of the wave right now. So write it down. Okay, now I have this equation a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos pi. Okay. So intensity will be I will told you tomorrow because time is over. So we'll discuss about intensity of the resultant wave tomorrow. So thank you very much.